What's up, everybody? Today is December 23rd, 2021. Hope you all are having a good time with family and friends at this time. Market is closed tomorrow on Christmas Eve, and obviously, I know much of you will be celebrating Christmas Day on Saturday. So I'm going to go ahead and wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. So let's get into it. So this week was a very interesting week. Um, we kind of started off with a down day here on Monday, and we're going to start here with Monday. And as you can see, quite an interesting day here. Now, what happened was we had this big open up here on Friday, and we pushed down pretty much all day. So, futures went red overnight on Friday, on Sunday night into Monday, and we had a pretty bearish day right here, and you can see that we closed below the low on Friday. Now, on Tuesday, we saw something interesting, and we saw some sort of a action where we started right here, okay? We pushed all the way down, and then you notice that we had a bounce, okay? As you can see, this candle ended up being green. And those of us in the room, I was talking about how I thought that the market looked like it was going to reverse from what I was seeing. And we'll get into that actually, to the specific trade, why I did it, why I thought things were going to reverse here shortly. But here we're going to do a quick recap again. So we had this nice little hammer down here, right at support. It's up here, so hold on. But you can see the price action, we had some support down here, right? So you can use this little rectangle right here. You can see that we have support down here. So obviously, you might get some sort of a bounce there. Well, anyway, the market ended up higher here, and you can see that we gapped up the next day, and we have actually continued to gap up through the remainder of the week. The market's been extremely bullish. This is what I'd like to call a V-shaped reversal. So very bullish here on the SPY. Next, we're going to take a look at the Qs, and very similar pattern. Okay, you can see I have the support marked off here, and you can see how we have these areas of previous support, and you can see that's exactly where we bounced. Very bullish. And last, we're going to take a look at IWM, and you can see we have that nice little, again, this little formation right here with the doji and a move higher. Very bullish, very bullish. Now, one thing that I'm going to do at the end of the week is I'm actually going to look at the individual sectors piece by piece, because it's important to note which sectors are performing the best. So what made up the move this week so far? So here we go. And we'll just start in alphabetical order. So first we have the home builders. And as you can see, they found some support again on Tuesday and bounced very nicely. Communications here, again, found some support here. This was a little bit more, didn't get that much of a down move as compared to some of the others. Energy did suffer, and as you can see, it's still technically in this downtrend right here. But did have a nice reversal. Financials got real ugly on Tuesday, but has managed to recover quite a bit. A nice look below and fail at support here, which was a nice reverse signal. Industrials, again, same formation. Keep in mind, we still have a downtrend right here, okay? XLK, which is technology. Nice little reversal here. Consumer staples has fared pretty nicely, all things considered. And they've been performing really well, actually, this month. As you can see, we're in this nice uptrend. Consumer staples one of the best performing sectors this month. Next, we have real estate, and real estate again performing pretty well this month. In fact, even since, if you go back all the way to October, it's fared pretty well. We're still very much in an uptrend here. Utilities also has fared pretty well. Kind of a mute recovery from the lows compared to the others. But you still are in an uptrend here. Now, when you see utilities up, it's usually a form of defensiveness. So not surprised to see the last couple of days, not too much crazy upside in that, which means that people are going with a little more risk on the end of this week compared to the other sectors. Here we have consumer discretionary. Nice little doji reversal here, looking really good. Then you got healthcare. Now, this has by far been, I think, the best performing sector. You can see this nice uptrend here. And this has just been doing great. These are stocks like United Health, Cigna, those kinds of stocks. These have just been booming. Let's just pull up a United Health chart real quick so you can see. It's been really healthy. Great stock to be in long term, actually. Just been this healthy long-term uptrend here. So that's a breakdown of the sectors. Now everything looks pretty much bullish right now. Now going back to SPY, okay? You can see we have this descending wedge here, all right? I'm going to break this down a little bit closer here. I'm actually going to look at the 15-minute chart. And I'm going to go back to what was Tuesday. So that would have been on, well, Monday was the 20th here. Okay, so this is the 20th. So this is Monday. And that's when we talked about the reversal on Monday. So what was I seeing? Okay. So what I was seeing was I drew this descending line right here. Okay. And I also took this point and just swung it out to the right here. All right. And you can see that we had this nice descending wedge. All right. Now I also noticed that if you pull this out, we had support back here that we came down into. Okay. And to me, that was enough for me to say, all right, we've pushed down quite a bit. The risk reward for me to go long right now is a great ratio, in my opinion. The probability of a bounce here was much stronger than trying to continue to short something that's been beaten down, especially when you have a previous double bottom over here as support. Okay, and this was back on, let's see, the 6th, or let's see, this right here was on the 1st, and then this right here was on the 3rd. But anyway, let's zoom in even closer, okay? We're going to come over here on the day of, on Monday. Let's see. We're going to go, and the cool thing about TradingView, guys, if you're not using TradingView, highly recommend it. We're going to replay. So I'm going to go back, and this is what I'm seeing at 11:15 in the morning on Monday. Now, what I'm seeing is I'm watching SPY go, okay? And I'm waiting to see a candle close above the previous candle's high to signal some sort of reversal. And that's when I saw one right here. And at this point, the determination that I made was I'm going to target this upper Bollinger Band right here, which is what? 456. And if you remember in the chat, I was saying 456. And as you can see, as the day went on, moved sideways and we started getting higher. And you can see ultimately, where did we end up? 456. Now, because we had this descending wedge, that's why I was so confident of holding the longs, because if we broke out of this, it would be, moonshot. And look what happened. to SPY, straight up. Now we retested this line, okay? And then you can see that the next day we just kept going. You know, beautiful day on Tuesday, nice reversal, clear retest of the channel right here, okay, that we broke out of, and beautiful. So that's how I found my trade on SPY. Now, let's look at FedEx and why I got into FedEx today. So with FedEx, when I'm looking for stuff, I'm looking for stocks that are basically making a move over the previous day's high. And as you can see here, what I liked about FedEx so much is this was Wednesday right here. And on Thursday, we put in an inside day, meaning that all the action was within the previous day. So my opinion was, well, once FedEx pushed up and over the high on Thursday, I wanted to be long. Well, pre-market, you can see that we were already pushing that right here. And then when we opened, and let's go to a minute chart, you'll be able to see this even closer. So once we opened, and let's make that mark on the daily chart so you can actually see which one I was looking at. So sorry, sometimes it does that. Let's go and let's make a horizontal line right at there. Okay, so we can mark that off, and then we'll pull up the minute chart so we can see that line. Okay, right there. And you can see that we made that crossover right there at 9:34. We made that push, and you can see what happened to FedEx. Now, it's very easy to me to take a trade like this because it's what I'm seeing is when I see the ability to break up and over the previous day's high, and it does that, then I will go for it. And I'll usually target the next strike. So, and as you can see, it took to 255, ran all the way to 256. By then, we took profit, got out, and that's it. That's all you need. That's all you need. You don't need to go any more than that. You know, once you get up in here and look at the 15-minute chart, we'll look at the 5-minute. Let's see. So looking at the 5-minute, you see how we're riding the upper Bollinger Band? Once I start to see that little pull off, that's when I get out. Once I start to get that little pull off, I start to get out because it may continue to run, may re-enter, but don't want to get stuck holding the bag. All right. CVX, same thing actually. We're going to pull up the daily. All right, and we're going to take another horizontal line right at the high of the previous day. And you can see we had this nice push up and above, and the high of this candle here was 116.68. Excuse me, the close, that's what I'm interested in, 116.13. And that was actually 6 cents higher than the previous day. So to me, that was a close above the previous day's high. That's bullish. That's the setups that I look for. So once I see that, then I'm looking for a move to push up and over that high intraday for a long trade. So when I'm looking at that, as you can see here, we pushed right up and over that high right here, and we pushed all the way out of the Bollinger Bands, and that to me was kind of crazy. As you can see, we're gonna look at the 5-minute for that. So you can see we get that push up, 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 up. Now once we come in, like I said, I'm out. Once you see that curl back down and you get back into the Bollinger Bands, that's when I'm out. All right. This is one video, and we'll be doing more videos like this in the future. We'll recap trades that we did, what we like. We'll go over the sectors, anything else. If you guys have any questions, comments, let me know. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll be doing another video on Sunday night. All right. Thank you guys so much.